Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's go. End of the new Supreme season.
Hey-o.
SS19 coming up. Just ended on the fall-winter 18.
Oh, man. 2018 ended with a bang, bro.
Big bang.
Yeah.
Big bang.
Well, actually, the last couple drops were kind of trash, but...
Pretty trash.
Overall,
but there
2018
were a couple big
was
items
nice.
at the end, though. You had the bike that came out. It was a pretty big item that dropped at the very end. But,
yeah.
You know, it's just a bike.
Yeah. Plus, that was more of like a collector's item. But the resale on that is like crazy, man.
Yeah. Anything that Supreme's kind of putting out. I feel like the one guy, Luke from Round 2, made a good point about saying that. He's like, and Supreme's just going to keep putting out crazier and crazier accessories, and people are just going to keep buying them no matter what. He was like, next thing you know, Supreme's going to make jet skis, and they're going to put out jet skis, and people will buy the jet skis. I'm like, you know what, though? Probably going to happen.
Yeah, I would buy a Supreme jet ski. That'd be hype.
Well, the kayak.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
So,
that was one of the biggest bricks, though.
Yeah, that didn't really resell. It's because I think it was, I want to say it was like 700 plus retail or something, if I remember. Pretty sure.
I know it was super expensive
pretty
retail.
High up there. So, I mean, it's also one of those things where it was like, it's kind of a hard wiggle room for a resale, you know?
Yeah.
But there was quite a few good items and collabs, though, from this season, I would say, you know?
Yeah, dude, there was actually a lot of fire collabs.
Yeah, definitely quite a few. I'm ready to see what's in this upcoming season, though, for collabs. There's definitely a good amount, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of leaks going around, but we'll get to that soon. Let's jump through and let's just talk about kind of the top 10 biggest flips of this Supreme season.
Let's do it.
2018's been hot, and, you know, there's been so much popping off, and originally... There's a lot of items that I never thought would make it on this list that actually made it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. There were a couple that I saw that popped back up from the beginning of the drops, like from earlier drops and stuff like that, that I was very surprised to see come back up for a higher resale.
Yeah, like that, the Mike Kelly tee from week 3, like that.
Yeah.
That long sleeve is.
That whole collab was
an entire brick, man.
It was just, like the whole Empire State Building with like the balls on the bottom and stuff. That whole thing and all. I don't know. Different guy. Mike Kelly was the one with like all the animal characters and stuff. Still think like the frog shirt he did. That one was pretty cool. That looked pretty cool. The brain shirt I think was through him as well. That one was kind of cool, but like that was just the tease. But the denim jacket that he did though, that thing is crazy.
Yeah,
I can't believe there's so much resale for it.
Dude, I know, and that was probably one of the biggest sleepers. Like, no one would have ever suspected.
That's what I
like,
mean. Yeah.
That's not something I would have picked up and been like, people are gonna like love this right now.
It might just have been because of the graphic on the front, I guess, or something. It's like in your face kind of thing.
Yeah, but, I guess. I don't know why. It's like
I don't know. Yeah,
it's just what the people wanted, man.
That's what I'm saying. I know. I was surprised to see that as one that jumped up. Same thing with the reversible fleece though. Who was it with? It's just Polar Tech, I believe. It's the Polar Tech fleece, and it said Supreme, and they did a white colorway and the black colorway, and it was red writing on the white colorway, and then on the black colorway was the white writing Supreme. Yeah. And it was fleece on the inside, and like the nice little kind of North.
I think it was more of like a cream or like natty color.
I think it was natural. Yeah, but oh my god. I mean, it was pretty expensive retail though, so that's why it was not a sleeper because they sold out pretty quickly. Yeah, but
$228 retail
for people who sold those right off the bat for that quick flip should have definitely iced it and sat there for a second because to make $1,000 off that thing now, dude.
They're not selling for $1,000, but they're selling for about $500. $500.
There were a couple that sold for that much. I think those size smalls is why probably. But I mean, if you have that size small and you sold it right away. Probably kicking yourself a little bit.
Right? You'd be like, son of a bitch. I wish I just held on to it for a little bit. Dude, and then I'm even surprised that natural colorway with the trademark...
just the embroidered little Supreme logo?
Yeah, dude, that it's actually reselling for anything. This is like the first like kind of colorway, I guess, to pop of this season, like natural.
It's enough to just for like a regular hoodie price when you're spending that like $150 or something like that on the hoodie, or $158 and then $168 after shipping and everything. But it's like it's not bad, you know. Make a little extra, double your money up real quick.
Yeah, and I think what this is going to signal to Supreme is like cream colorway it kind of sells. Yeah. And cream and natty is just like the ones that have just been dominating.
And it's crazy because before, a couple years ago, when peach and stuff was coming out, people were like obsessed with peach. When peach came out, peach was this like colorway that sold. And then now natural is kind of in the mix with everything too. So
Mhm.
it's like that eggshell color, and I feel like that's like making everybody lean towards that.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
newer too. They're like, oh, this hasn't been out yet, so they want it.
Yeah.
But
And it's honestly, it's just easier to keep clean than white.
it is.
Like if
It
like
is,
cream is
yeah.
just like something that's just a little bit easier to go
like,
with everything.
You can still see it, but it's not as bad. Like
Yeah.
if something spills, it's not as bad. And it was nice too because it's just a little tan embroidery. It's not anything like too big. The
Mhm.
black one, I feel like, I don't know. I'm surprised that the white or natty kind of color sold for more. I feel like black in it was pretty clean.
Yeah,
Black
and
with
usually
just
black's the more
little
hype
white
colorway.
embroidery. Yeah. But I don't know. Definitely still a good come up though.
Yeah.
You know, if you copped it and you were just like sitting on it because you're like, I don't know, maybe I'll keep it, maybe not. And then you see that, why not? Sell it for $300 real quick. Easy
Right.
money.
Make a quick flip.
Yep.
Dude.
Yep.
But honestly, probably the biggest flip is the Comme De Garcons sweater, that khaki sweater. Dude, that would have been such a fantastic cop, man.
I wish I went for the sweater instead of the t-shirts and stuff on that drop because
Mhm.
the site was so laggy that if I could have at least gotten the sweater, it would have been so much more worth it than even the t-shirts and stuff were.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
the
the sweater
sweater
was,
was-
it was just so clean.
Yeah,
You
it
know, with
looked
the
so
black stitching and
nice.
everything.
Well, it was just printed on it. It wasn't. It's just like the sweater itself and then the print.
Oh, and then it's, yeah. It's
If
just screen print.
I wish it was embroidered.
Yeah.
If it was embroidered,
But still,
that would
though.
have been so clean. But
Like, that's just something that can more or less goes with anything, you
out
know?
of the split and like cut and sewn from the Comme De Garcons collab, like that sweater, definitely hands down was like the cleanest.
Yeah,
Like,
and
yeah.
the reason, like, the stock was, like, kind of higher for those hoodies and shirts and stuff, and that's why resell's not as popular as it would be from, like, the original CDG polka dot box logo that, like, really took off. But, that's more or less why
that was a nice one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
that's a
are
good
so
collab.
cool.
Yeah, those bogos are super nice.
Those are like some of the OG Supreme stuff.
Yeah.
Those things resell for crazy
Yeah,
amounts.
that's from like little earlier years before it started getting not. It's always been like a hype thing, but it's like the last few years it's just really blown up.
Take it
It's-
off,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's gotten huge over the last few years. Same thing though with like flannels and stuff. You know, you wouldn't expect flannels to be a seller.
Mhm.
But for some reason, like even you see here, the one flannel that came out this season is just literally a classic tan, blue, and red line flannel. But somehow, you know, it's one of those ones that probably comes out and people see, and then once you see people wearing it, they're like, oh, I want that one. You know, it gets a little more popular. And then when you see what else is also dropping throughout the season, and you see that might be the one coolest one that's dropping or something,
Yeah.
then that's the one that, you know, out of all the flannels, that's the one that people are going to want. So that's the one that's reselling.
Yeah.
Because you could always sell the other ones probably for a little under retail, if not retail. But it's still like, when you're looking at $128 for retail for a long sleeve flannel.
Yeah, it seems like a lot,
It's
man.
a lot, exactly.
Dude, but honestly, people are willing to pay that high price. Just
And
look
that-
at Bape.
well, and
Like,
that's
Bape is crazy.
I know.
Those New
It's
Year's Eve
unbelievable.
camo backpack that dropped
Yeah,
today, or
Yeah.
New Year's Day backpacks that dropped today,
Yeah.
almost $575 for the camo.
Like the classic green camo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, man.
I
And it's
understand
still
you
sold
have,
out.
like, the Bape tag on the side and stuff, but it's like, okay, like.
But I feel like it's one of like those, what are those, transport, those Jansport? Yeah, Jansport. I feel like it's one of those like style of bags with like the Bape logo on it.
I know. I don't understand. It's crazy.
It's definitely not worth like
$600.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Just proves people are willing to pay for like that high price.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But somebody will buy it, you know.
Yeah.
Someone will pay the price. Like
Mhm.
someone's going to. But I don't know. They were definitely out of like those sweaters and stuff because that tan was definitely the best though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. Because what else was there? Black. There was black.
Yeah, black or tan.
Was that it? Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was just two
okay.
colorways.
Yeah.
For the Comme De Garcons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so clean though. And then there was the re-release too that they did through like DSM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did, but they re-released. I don't know if they released sweaters. I think they only did bogos.
Was it just the bogos?
I think they
and
did
shoe?
split bogos and shoes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm surprised the shoe didn't sell like it would. Like, cause I mean the
Like the
old,
resale value
yeah, the
you mean?
old. I mean the
know,
old CDG
yeah,
AF one
Yeah.
has
Dude, those
like pretty
have a
good
nice
resale.
value. Yeah.
These
those
were
sell
like
for a
more or less
pretty decent
dead. These
amount,
were close to
actually.
retail.
But you know what? I guarantee next season rolls around, same thing that happened with the ones that are reselling now, the Air Force Ones.
They'll
will
pop
probably
off.
happen with this.
Yeah.
Because these look way cooler.
Yeah, these are clean, man. The other one was like it was
It
was eyes that were blown up and the pupils were dilated.
Yep.
And on like a white Air Force One, and I was like, it was like that's not like a design that's like very
appealing.
Yeah, that's not what I want.
To have a black Nike though with like that white slashed
the
Nike
split
symbol,
swoosh.
Yeah. Oh, so nice.
And then it says like Supreme and Comme De Garcons on the heel. Like that's kind of fresh.
Yeah, it's clean. It's just nice and subtle.
Dude, but honestly, like for those people that like never cop, like one of the best cops that you could probably get throughout any season is always beanies, man.
100%.
Beanies are always such a good cop, and they always
because you could either sell
if you
it for
ice
retail,
them for like a
or
minute,
you
like
could sell it for more.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, worst comes to worst, you sell it retail.
Always sell it for more. Honestly, beanies are like you're saying, they're cheaper.
They're always a good sell, and you always like hold them for a minute after the season ends and people got some extra money floating around. Like people will pay higher prices, and the natty colorway again is what took off this year.
Yeah, and for beanies, honestly, any like solid, I mean, they're all going to be solid colors for the most part on any beanie, unless it's like a design beanie. But like those like darker or lighter usually, you know, like if you're going for surprisingly people like white in the beanies. I don't know, it's odd, but I would definitely say like black beanies, white beanies, and like you're saying natty colors. Or if they release like a royal blue one at some point.
Yeah, dude. I mean, did they release they released royal blue.
For the Seuss.
Yeah, for Seuss, it wasn't an actual Supreme little BOGO beanie.
Just a little embroidery. Kind of Seuss Cat in the Hat logo.
Yeah, but honestly, that royal color is another one that like popped off. Like we saw it with the BOGO crew necks. Like that's the one that's still reselling for like almost like $750.
Speaking of crew necks and reselling this season too. I mean, it's kind of crazy that it's going down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that people are like kind of dumping the prices like that.
It's insane.
But I think it's one of those things that's, you know, once the resale quantity kind of dwindles, people are this price is gonna start rising.
Back up a little
bit. Prices will definitely start rising. But you know, that's just people that are like just dumping into the market because they just don't know and they just want to make that quick flip. Because even if they sell, imagine for $400, they're still making double their money.
You're making enough.
Yeah, you're making double your money.
Enough to see a difference.
And at that point, you're like, well, I just made $400. I could spend $160 on a pair of Jordans, then I make another $300, and then boom, it just compounds from there. But it's it's kind of crazy that people are. That's why StockX, not necessarily StockX, but the individuals that are reselling in certain areas that are willing to take such low prices, that kind of ruins it for everybody else.
Exactly.
That's just, it's the same. The StockX didn't like change anything. It just exposed.
It exposed
everybody.
To the sales.
Yes, and it operates just like the regular stock market. When there's a crash and people are seeing the price falling, people are like, sell now, sell now, sell now. Like I have to get paid out.
Everyone is selling it.
Yeah, and then, that's what fucks it up.
And then it makes people who are trying to buy it from other places. They're like, well, it's that price here, and you're like, okay, well.
Yeah, StockX is actually, it's crazy how they've been able to brand themselves as the standard, as the standard of price. Like that's what people are like, hey, like this is StockX.
Well, this is what it says there.
Yeah, this is what this is the price that the people are paying.
Yeah.
And
they haven't even they've
not been around
less
that long.
Amount of time than all the other
they're dominating
not just reselling but like
Grailed
secondary like shopping for streetwear. It's like it just took over everything.
Yeah.
They're
just I don't know, it's so simple, but they did it so well.
Literally that's what like everybody relates to.
Yeah, and you can see they're still like just trying to blow up on Instagram because they're constantly doing giveaways and stuff with Supreme League's news, sub community.
They use
Joey Migraine
down in like the mainstream media for those streetwear. That's the people they're reaching out to.
Yeah, they're using all the influencers in New York City, especially with that pop up that they're doing.
Yeah.
I think that's over.
Yeah, I know, and they're grabbing everybody from the city too, and using those like the people who live in the city. Those are the ones they're using to promote it and stuff.
Yeah, Joey Migraine, who's Eric Whitebeck's brother, is actually one of the people that's like an affiliate more or less.
Yep. Insane.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy, man. But jumping back into some of the top selling reselling items, that the New York old Supreme style logo,
like the
waffle,
jacket.
That thing
Yeah.
is, that was one of the things that popped off, and it
Yeah.
came in the white and the black colorway.
People love the puffs, man.
Yeah,
Those
dude.
puffer jackets.
Everybody loves like those are just
Yeah.
in season now. People
I
are
know.
rocking puffers
Yeah,
more
it's
often.
back to old school.
Yeah.
Know? Yep.
And I'm not a huge fan of the puffer. I like having a hood.
I just don't like the barcode on it. I can, get with the whole Sup New York kind of old school style logoing and stuff, with the little Supreme logo on there, but the barcode is just kind of weird.
Yeah, that could throw people off, but I don't know. I feel like people were more or less like, this was like more like one of the cheaper puffer jackets.
That's true.
And
yeah, for $198 of a retail,
and it was old school Supreme logo.
You're either going for this or you're going for the champion jacket with 14 embroidery.
Yeah, the varsity jacket, but that wasn't a puffer. That was a varsity jacket.
Yeah.
So, I think the only other puffer jacket was the casino gambling dice puffer jacket.
I think, yeah.
And that one retailed
like
for pretty expensive.
That released, but not like anything as nice.
As worthy. Yeah, and this came in the white and the black colorway. I'm surprised like the black didn't resell, like how the cream and white light colors are really popping off right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not specifically sure. I have a more preference to dark colors. Like it's just easier to keep clean. Yeah. Easier to make it look DS, but people are just wanting the bright colors.
Yeah. And then back to what you were saying before with beanies. BOGO beanies are always a classic.
Dude, BOGO beanies will always like if you can ever scoop multiples and like. If there's ever a restock, like buy them up, buy them up, buy them up, buy them up. Because they're so cheap retail and they always resell for 90 or 80 to 90 plus.
Or if you're trying to resell and you're going for a BOGO and you're going for a crew neck or hoodie, t-shirt, long sleeve, whatever it is, and you're like lagging out and the site's not working, go for the beanie instead. It might be working slower, or faster, it'll be easier for you to get it. And then, you spend less money, come out with decent amount of money still.
Yeah, you're still making almost like double, double your money.
You spend that $30 to $40, you make more than $120 back. That's
easy cash.
That's
easy money all day.
Yeah, and to ship it out, you're spending less than $5. So
yeah, because it's simple. You can throw that in like a regular, like basic envelope and just
toss it in the mail.
What was it fast? It's fucking priority shipping USPS. Yep. That shit is so cheap.
Yep.
It's like fucking $3.
Exactly.
Go halfway across the country.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, but one of the things that's reselling for a crazy amount is that the Gore-Tex North Face, like that patchwork colored jacket.
Yeah.
That retailed honestly for a lot, but I think Gore-Tex jackets will always, in the end, they'll always sell for so much, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
they're just such high quality.
The name behind it, and just like everything that, like the value that's gained towards it, just over time, is crazy.
Yeah, because this dropped in like 3 different colorways. It was black. What was it? It was black
it was the black with blue writing. It's all white and blue writing. So the Cordura embroidery on the front chest is in white, and then the Gore-Tex is in blue.
Yeah, but there was a purple and green colorway that dropped, and then there was a black and was it black and blue?
Black. It was black.
Oh, it was just straight up black.
Yeah.
I feel like again,
there was a little blue on it, but I think the fleece had the blue patches, but the jacket was all black.
Yeah, and so people said that people went after the fleeces on this one, thinking they were going to be the bigger reseller in the end, and initially they did pop.
Jacket, yeah.
Well, the fleeces did pop initially. Yeah. They were higher resell like right off the bat. Right. But these in the long run.
For the speed sell,
Yeah, but these in the long run, like these are always going to sell for more. They're just higher quality and they'll last longer in the winter.
Exactly. And if it's something that you're going to want to wear and someone's buying it to wear, and I mean, I don't know, for the most part, I feel like a lot of sales are going towards like New York and areas like that. So if you're getting something like this, someone's going to spend a lot of money for it too. So, they're going to wear it. So get good buck for your, little grand for like $498 is not bad.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
But I believe the actual fleece was a little bit cheaper in retail.
Yeah.
So people were like, am I willing to take the $500 ice?
I was expecting them to be cheaper than this, honestly. I wasn't expecting almost $500 retail.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen like that's exactly what I was gonna say, like 340, 350,
or even like 4 max, like just flat, 4 flat.
Yeah.
But that's why I could see like that 398, because that's what Supreme would do. It'd be like 398.
Yeah.
They did that, and then so for the fleece, I would have expected like $200.
298.
Yeah.
Like, $100 cheaper.
But to see that, I was kind of shocked. I was like, okay.
And I think the biggest thing that popped out on this was the black Supreme writing on the top. Like when you have the
On the
hood
hood?
on, and you have the hood
even
on.
when it's down on your collar, you see it on the neck. So,
Yeah, and I think that's
yeah.
what really like allowed this item to generate a lot of
Because
hype
also
behind it.
that Anorak had released, I think, a week or two prior to this, and that was one of the highest like selling items from that week and the most hyped items, and it was the just regular Anorak, but it had like not a. It was like a 3M reflective BOGO stitched on the hood, just like it is on the North Face jacket.
Yeah, and it was the mustard one that was like the most hype.
Yeah, it was like tan and then like almost mustard sleeves or something, or like shoulders, I think. But yeah, it looked so clean. Yeah, that was a good jacket.
Yeah, and that was one thing that kind of like slept under a lot of people's radar.
Yeah,
Because I forget what else was dropping that week.
There were a couple other accessories or something, I think, dropping that week, and it was everybody just kind of looking at that stuff, and then when that kind of like popped off, people started taking pictures of it and posting, and people were like, oh, if you cop this, that's a good cop, and then you go and look at it. Like we're saying before, StockX, price-wise, everyone relates to it. You go to there, you're looking at it, and it's like popping off for 300 plus what you just paid for it for retail, and, not a bad cop, especially if you didn't know. You're like, oh, well, maybe I got it for myself just in case. And then you look at it, and you got the best item of the week just because you randomly picked it.
Yeah.
So,
and you never saw it coming.
Exactly.
But, you should not do that and listen to our words and do your research.
Yeah, it's always good just to look before. But just in case, if you never know what's dropping the week of, it's always good to, like, try and find something. Just look at all the little details and be like, oh, you know what? I think that might be a good one if it is a sleeper week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, like, that's again, like, you have to do your research to do that. You shouldn't just take a random shot in the dark.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you know what you're looking for, then it's good.
Yeah.
Because then you at least have backup options.
Yeah, and that honestly,
but that
like, you just build that.
It goes for any brand. It's like any, like, I don't know. If you're looking at anything, but specifically this, I guess, because it's just Supreme, so it's always going to resell for a lot. No matter what not no matter what you're getting, but for most of what you're getting.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah, some
over
stuff.
Time,
not everything's
gonna.
Like
over time, I feel like some stuff you just even if it's
true,
not
the brand
selling,
has to stay relevant for it to generate.
That's the biggest worry.
Tomorrow Supreme could be worthless. Yeah,
that's the hardest part about it is because you have to be like, okay, well, is Supreme gonna?
Yeah, they could do a collab with like Hitler, and everything could go down. But honestly, I think Hitler would sell.
I don't think it would. I think it would sell.
Yeah, I think Hitler would.
They did a collab with the Pope, and people loved it, man.
Yeah, I could see that too.
So.
It's one of those things. You'd be like, oh my God, they collab with Hitler.
And then the same year, or actually, you know what? The one with the Pope, I think, was when they did it with Slayer. It was the Pope and Slayer or something. So if they can collab with those two together,
they can do anything.
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
The people will take whatever they want.
Like, dude.
And honestly, like, so one of the biggest things I thought was crazy is like none of the North Face was some of the top resellers in any of our categories. Like,
which is weird.
The Supreme, North Face, it wasn't like a crazy reseller items. There was a lot of,
There's a lot of other items that beat it.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Well, honestly, because Supreme and North Face dropped their leather, the lambskin leather.
Yeah.
And even then, like, those.
All the accessories that came along with it are, it's not going for that much over retail.
Exactly. And it was the purple was going for the most hype, and it was like $1,200.
Yeah.
So you're only making $200.
And that's not even to say it's still going for that price. That's at that time. So it could be I'll check real quick just to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, like all the accessories and stuff that dropped along with it, I would have expected them to come. Like,
but those backpacks and those waist bags were both just so ugly, man.
Yeah.
Like the backpacks, waist bags, not good.
That's what I mean.
The lambskin leather shoulder bags that came out, they were okay.
You could have made it way better though. The design.
Yeah, the shoulder bag, they weren't like anything to write home about. They weren't super exciting.
You should have made like, I don't know, put some cool, just like graphic on it or something. Just something different beside the solid color.
Yeah, because even the Expedition Expedition hoodies, like they were kind of trash. Like I wish they didn't do the.
How many times are you gonna do the solid color?
Yeah, true.
Come on.
That's true.
Like you've given it to us for a couple seasons now, and aside from that, the mountain parka and the jacket and all that, but that was like the last good one.
Yeah,
you know?
see, and that's one of the biggest North Face resellers
Yeah.
with the Supreme Collab is that
Yeah.
Expedition jacket.
And then we got duped with that. What was after that? The tinfoil one?
Yeah, the foils.
What is that? What was that?
It was like we were going to Mars.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Because those are still worthless, man.
I mean, these sell for a little bit. So these leather ones, we're looking at just $1,000 for the purple again. So, I mean, not too bad from what you were looking at before. It's about $100 less than what it was before, though. But I don't know. I really don't think that they were that good of a come up, though.
No,
honestly.
they weren't. The North Face collabs this year were kind of trash and more personal.
Because when you're spending $1,000, just over $1,000 for it retail, it's like, dude, you have to ship that thing back out, and you already paid the extra so $10.98 for it, and then plus $10 for shipping. You gotta ship back out when you're selling it for like $11.20. You're like not making anything.
So the worst thing was that is like when you sell through a platform too, like you have to account for the percentage that's going to be taken on the retail price. Like the retail's $1,000, so 6%, like
it's a decent amount.
You'd be paying $60.
Exactly.
Like you're fucked.
Exactly.
So if it's 10%, you're paying like if it's Grail, I think Grail's like higher. It's like almost
10%.
Yeah,
Grail's
so
10.
you'd be paying $100 off the top.
Yeah.
Like just for if you even sold it retail,
just
like
for selling it
$100 off the top, like that sucks.
Yeah.
And that's what's killing it.
Yeah, and that's why it's so hard. Because even then when you go through StockX, it's a little bit higher of a percentage that gets taken. And I think it's a higher percentage that gets taken for the like more money that it sells for.
What do you mean?
I think if it sells for more, they take a higher.
They take a higher percentage.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure.
That would be weird.
I don't know though. I think that's in like their terms and conditions maybe. But either way, I know it's higher than what Grail's fee is, but still, you're paying the fee. So
you're going to always be paying a fee when you go through a platform.
If you can go through Instagram somehow, like messaging and just tell them.
Yeah, kind of maneuver around it.
Yes, exactly. Just try and get the sale through there. At least you're going to be making more towards yourself, and not paying those like little middleman fees, basically. And then all you're going to be paying for is that shipping, which makes it way easier for you. But yeah, I don't know. Collabs with North Face this season were kind of a letdown, to be honest. They just weren't even good. I would think I'd say all of them are not the best. That's why I'm hoping for even the upcoming season with usually we see a Vans collab popping off right away in that first like couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that it's a cool Vans collab.
Dude, a solid Vans collab, I think.
It would be so nice.
Vans has been like kicking it off. They did that NASA collab, and that was absolutely awesome, man.
That's what I'm saying.
And there was just like so much done, and there's gonna be so many great collabs coming out this. I feel like this coming season.
Just throughout the entire season.
Yeah, I mean.
I'll be ready to see what kind of new North Face pops up.
I mean, we've already got.
I'd like to see the undercover kind of stuff that will be coming out. We can always expect the CDG usually.
What G?
CDG.
Oh, CDG. Yeah. The Comme De Garcons, like Lacoste, has been leaked.
Yeah,
SOG is definitely going to be there. Those North Face nups those paper nups have already been leaked.
The scarf for that I think will be a good snag.
I think they're all going to be good. That paper nups like jacket is going to be like a hot item.
Jacket, yeah.
For sure, and it's going to come with pants. That's already been leaked, and someone's actually already copped a early pair and sold it.
Joe has it already too, I believe. I think he bought it for himself for Christmas.
Joe who?
Joe Migraine.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he bought the whole set. He bought it from the guy T12 off Instagram.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, he bought that scarf, the jacket, and the pants.
Yes, that's super early.
Yeah.
But there's also been rumors of a Dolce & Gabbana collab. And so,
but I don't know. There was also that
allegation with the text messages and stuff.
Exactly.
So that could see why they get split apart, and that's definitely something that's
because I think that was supposed to be rumors for this season too, and like just even throughout this past year, it was kind of talked about. And then after that happened, I had never really even heard about the Supreme Dolce & Gabbana like rumors again.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But I don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
It could always pop up.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. It's one of those things where like you just keep an eye out, and then like, what was the random one? Marvin Gaye. No one expected that, and then a couple days before the season, it just pops up, and you're like, oh, There's a Marvin Gaye collab coming out. We got a skate deck. You got a hoodie. You got T-shirts. And the Ludens one that popped up.
Yeah, and the Ludens Club.
We knew that the coffee shops were coming, but the beanie and the T-shirt, that was a little surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, there's gonna be a lot of great collabs coming up. Like SS19 is gonna be like a really good season. Can't wait to see all the dope ass collabs come out. Like, those are gonna be so fire. Like, there's already leaks spreading around. Especially with that San Francisco store opening.
It's like, let's go.
Yeah, the San Francisco store leaks though. That's already been passed around, and people are already talking about that. Like, that's gonna be
it's gonna be a good shop.
Yeah, people have already said there's not gonna be any box logos next season. So the Supreme San Francisco is going to be the only box logo.
See, so maybe so probably not this upcoming season, and then the one after we'll have them or something.
Yeah.
But so it'll be the next fall winter season.
Yeah, it'd be dope if they did a Golden Gate Bridge box logo.
That's what I'm hoping it is. If it's the Golden Gate Bridge, you might have to take a trip to California.
Dude, absolutely, go wait in line.
Yep.
Dude, that would be fucking hype as shit.
Yeah.
And then honestly, like, other than that, like, where's the, hold on.
Also, I think the reason why Bogos wouldn't be releasing is because we've seen the Motion Logo crew neck rumor, and if that's coming out, that could be the reason why there's no Bogo release.
True.
Yeah.
Mogos instead of Bogos.
Yep. That's exactly right.
You got that right, Chip.
Chip betcha.
Chet, you better. And then honestly, so for upcoming dates, February 4th we're gonna have the teaser. February 11th, 2019, we're gonna have the lookbook. February 16th will be our first in-store drop. February 21st is our first online drop, and then March 7th will be our first collaboration.
Yeah.
But
can't wait for that.
Yeah, dude. Dude, that first in-store drop's going to be like, that's when you want to go in-store because you can pick up heavy.
Stock up.
That way you don't have to pay $10 shipping for every single extra item that you pick up.
Yeah, because it's hard to cop certain items online. So, if you are trying to get a big cart and not have to pay 10 separate $10 shipping fees, it's so much better just to go there and do it, because then you're going to be able to get everything at once, bulk buy it, and just go. And usually on that first drop, you're seeing a lot of tees, long sleeves, you got hoodies, usually a lot of skate decks, some like decent amount of accessories, some pins and stuff. It's a good time to go.
It's a big drop. Like, it's basically like you go grocery shopping.
Store. It's like they're like ground break for the store, basically.
Yeah, just to keep everything in stock.
Exactly. Yeah. But definitely. I feel like the Motion Logo crew necks we could probably see that come out in that drop.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And that would be awesome. Like, that's going to be the thing.
There could be some cool T-shirts and long sleeves and stuff that come from that, and it could turn out to be stuff like we just saw with the simple hoodie with the embroidered chest. It's like, well, you keep some of, or even the beanie, the white beanie with the simple red, little tiny stitch box logo on the front.
Yeah.
It sells for $120+, and it's a $30 beanie.
Yeah.
If you can, just stock up on it. You and your friend go, you get 2 of them. You just made $200+ real quick. They're off of $60. So
and that probably paid for like half your fucking order.
It's what I mean, exactly. So why not just try get a few small items, even if you don't have that much money to buy a few big items, but get some accessories, get some little like a beanie, a T-shirt, make a package deal and sell it for more than you paid for it.
Call it a day.
Yourself set.
That's it. That's
or
done.
Or go and get yourself some stuff and get yourself set up so that you at least have a little bit of a something to work with, like a little bit of a market. Extra
inventory and stuff to like go around and play around with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need that, definitely.
But definitely that first drop is going to be so nice. And it's nice too, because in-store is a couple days earlier than it is online.
Yeah, so you get all the pre-release basically.
Exactly.
And then people can buy ahead of time.
Happens. Yeah, so that one first day is when that happens. And some people, when you buy online from that first drop of the season, is so laggy, and that's when people complain about shipping and stuff. So some people order from that first drop, and then they will order from the week 2 drop necessarily, and then not get their stuff from the week 1 still, and then get their week 2 stuff.
Yeah, it'll be like super
long.
Delayed.
Yeah, and people complain about that like all the time, but this past season was a big one that people complained about it on. And that's also like this was one of the seasons where I ordered that Zippo and then never got the Zippo and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was like there were a lot of complaints from like this past 2 seasons. So I mean, we'll see what kind of happens on the first drop. So that's why I think it's also good to go in store.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
honestly, like, talking back to that, we've seen a ton of like companies kind of canceling orders, especially like bot orders.
Even
Like the
with-
Green Lobsters with Concepts just canceled a
That was
shit ton of
crazy.
orders.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Yeezy
But
350
it's
Statics.
nice. It's nice though. It's finally happening. That
Yeah,
they're
it gives
catching the
people
bots.
yeah, it gives people a
Yeah.
second chance at like copping, on manual.
Because it's different if someone's using a bot to cop 1 to 2 pairs, but I think it's more so when they're checking out and it's with like 10 pairs or probably 20 to 30 pairs from like the same IP address or something, or they can at least like somehow check the ping some way.
They probably just check the shipping.
Yeah, and see that it's going.
It's all
like,
going to the same address.
Yeah, or like some PO box or something like that, and they're like, oh well, that's weird. But I mean, it's finally nice that it's happening. It took forever. Supreme's been pretty good about it too. This season with, well, the site lagging. Not
Yeah,
so
that's honestly what's been causing like the bots to fuck up is like they lag that first 5 seconds and it allows people to go in manual and just like cop real quick.
Scoop real quick. Yeah.
While all the bots are like freezing.
The captcha in there, like that, just happening every now and then, not all the time. I think that's like a good move too. Because I don't know, it's nice enough so that way at least there's some kind of like boundary, but still happens.
Yeah, the bots will always get smarter, bro.
They're still gonna be there.
Yeah. But other than that more or less wraps up Supreme 2018, guys.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of stuff, a little bit of resale, not
too
much,
And especially as in the off season, like a lot of items are gonna start popping off just because people will have more money to spend. Like there's gonna be less drops happening every week, so people actually start to accumulate a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. And then when people have some money saved up, it might be that they're saving for the item that they were waiting to buy. So.
Yeah, and make sure to stay in tune to our Instagrams at HypeNaysh Leaks, at HypeNaysh News. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at HypeNaysh. We'll be posting any restock alerts on there. If you guys are interested, we also have a Discord channel set up. We're going to be going in there. We'll have a little community chat set up to help you guys cook and everything. It's 100% free to join. It's just a group community chat that we're going to use to really build this community and give back some real value to you guys. So if you're interested, just hit us up in the DMs. And that's more or less going to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, Supreme 2018 is done, son. Oh.